Today I'm heading into the Salvation Army thrift store in Guelph, Ontario to see what they have. And the first thing I noticed was all of the Christmas trees out. Some of them have some really nice planters. Some of the larger ones just have the regular legs at the bottom. But then I noticed one at the back. The price of them was around $20 to $30 and $35, so not too expensive. If you're over 60, you get a 10% discount every day at the Salvation Army. This one was gorgeous. It has real touch pine to it and it looked really pretty. It would have to have some cleaning up, but then I noticed at the very top it was sparse, and that means I would have had to add a little bit more greenery to it. So I decided to leave it behind because I really didn't need another Christmas tree. These two vases caught my eye. They were about $15 each, so I thought that was still a little pricey, although the one with the handles is absolutely beautiful. And here up at the front, they have some stools and chairs and a few miscellaneous items. I did find the selection of Christmas items to be wanting. There wasn't a whole lot here, but the things that were here were priced really well. So if you're looking for ornaments that you want to use for your tree or you want to upcycle them, this is the best place to go. This topiary was nice, but it's ivy. It would have needed too much work. And then I spotted this angel. Very pretty, but priced at $19.99. Thrift stores are the best place to get Christmas ornaments too. You can get a whole pack of them for a couple of bucks. You can use them as is, or you can get out your paintbrushes and your colors and make them your own. This wreath had some really good bones to it. Some of the stuff was falling off, but it reminded me of one that I saw at Balsam Hill. I tried to look for a price, but I couldn't see it. At the back of the store, they had more Christmas. This tree tray I thought was really pretty. Actually, it was probably more like a basket. And this topiary tree I thought was just so funky. This here one with the blue and the pine cones, kind of okay, but again, not my style. So as I said earlier, the pickings are kind of slim for some of their Christmas. Lots of little wooden sleighs and some poinsettias and probably some arrangements that other people had crafted and decided they didn't want any more either. And just when I thought the Christmas shelves were done, I turned around and there was even more. This huge candle is so pretty, and someone had painted some stuff blue. There's another bell. Totally missed out on that one. It would have been gorgeous. I do need a new topper for my tree, and I saw this metal one. It is quite heavy, but I did decide to put it in my basket, and I'm just going to hang on to it just in case. When I picked it up, I realized it was very heavy, and I'm not sure that it would stay on my tree, but for now, I'm just going to leave it in my basket. Next, I saw these little concrete planters. They were $1.99 each. They have the little pads on the bottom, and look at how cute they are with the reindeer engraved in them. I'm not sure if I'm going to leave them like this, and sorry they're off of the screen, but here they are. I think they're so cute. They're definitely coming home with me, and you'll most likely see this in a future DIY video. I continued looking through everything, some little creamer and sugar and dinner plates, some red stuff, and then I noticed this star. This star is also metal, but it's very, very lightweight. And yes, it's red. It was $1.99. It has some sparkle to it, but it's definitely getting a makeover. This one will for sure stay on the top of my tree very nicely, so I decided to put the white one back. Totally missed out on that bell platter too. That would have been a good find. Another thing that I find is always at the thrift store are the cookie tins. Some are new, some are old, some are from the dollar store, but they would be really fun to make over as well. And these plates I thought were very interesting, a little bit old-fashioned. Didn't take a look at them too closely though. I have two favorite places to look for. I have two favorite spots at the thrift stores to look for things. One of them is Figurines because you never know what you're going to find. Vases are as well, and then some of the wood pieces. I did notice this really cute little cherub angel at the back here. I didn't check the price on it because, again, I'm not really into angels so much, but it was really sweet. Kneeling and praying, I thought it was so pretty. That would look great painted gold, or maybe just use some of the gilding wax and just give it more of an antique look. Down here, there were some plates and collectibles, different things. I just like to look through, and you never know what you're going to find. I'm always on the lookout for birds because my other channel, DIYs at the Schwoben's Nest, where I do my crafting, I really love to make over some bird figurines. It's my favorite thing to have in my home. Then I noticed all of these bells. They're mostly collectibles, but I could see past that. They were kind of priced at about $1.99. Some of the larger ones were a little bit more. But imagine getting 2 or 3 different sizes of these and then painting them with some black paint, or maybe even just some white paint, whatever you like, whatever fits into your style. I just did some Pottery Barn look-alike dupes, and I made them sort of a coppery look. I think that would be absolutely beautiful. I don't know why I didn't pick some more up. I just was thinking I just did some bells, so I left them all behind. But that little one right there in the corner of the screen with the little loop on the top would have been a perfect dupe to create. Let's check out these hard goods. There's some terracotta, some pottery, but mostly I'm looking for things that are white. The farmhouse girl in me is still there, so I just look at things. Look at that Coca-Cola sandwich plate. That is so neat. I forgot to look that up. I meant to do that to see if it was worth any money. Here's a beautiful coffee set, and then some cups. I did find this cute little white pitcher. These are, I'm obsessed with them. I have a whole bunch in my home, and when they have a little unique shape like that one did, I snap them up. It was only 99 cents and of course 10% off. There's never a shortage of plates and bowls in the white section. White is the easiest thing to purchase at a thrift store because it's going to go with any color that you have in your home. It's very neutral, just like a tan or an ivory color would be, and even black. White is a beautiful accent piece, and it looks so fresh if you put some greenery in it, or just display some other items with them, or just simply stack them on your shelf the way they look here at the store. Look at this precious little baby booty. It's missing the little strings on it, but it was so cute. It was hard to pass that one up. Let's check out the glassware. There's always mason jars down at the bottom. Those ones didn't have any lids, but the glassware is always wonderful to see. There's many different shapes and sizes. They're really cheap. So if you're ready to start celebrating for the holidays and you'd like to have some special glasses, maybe for New Year's, you can go to the thrift store and get 4 for $1, 3 for $1, 2 for $1, champagne flutes, beer glasses, martini glasses, some old fashions, juice glasses, any type of glass that you want. You might even get lucky enough to find exactly the number that you need in the style that you want. If you like the look of high-end stores, but you don't have the budget to get glasses for every season or every occasion, then shopping the thrift store is perfect. Those 3 or 4 smoky sort of gray ones were nice. These textured ones were beautiful, and they even had some purple water glasses. I wasn't in the market for any of these, so I just took a look around. The next section that I really enjoy looking through is the wood area. There's always something to find. Cutting boards, signs that are no longer in use, hooks with pegs. There is a wooden house laying right there that I didn't even notice because I was too busy filming for you guys. So I'm sad that I missed that. This is, I think, a cheese case or cheese, I don't know. Anyway, This little bowl here with the beads caught my eye. I thought that was really cute, and it's very popular right now. $1.99, but I didn't need it, so I just left it there. And there's always signs that you can take and redo. There's words. There's so many things that you can look for in the wood section if that's something that you really love. And I am a sucker for wood pieces. The only thing I found today, and I kind of bounced over some of this other stuff. So as I'm editing this video, I'm looking at that brown tray. I think it might have been a Lazy Susan. That would have been really nice to have. Stuck behind one of the wood pieces was this tiny little basket. It was for 99 cents. I didn't need one because I have so many baskets right now. So I put it on the top shelf and hopefully somebody else will grab it. When I spotted this item, I knew I had to have it. I'm not too keen about the black clip, but look at all the details on the spindle bottom and the texture on the sign. And then it has sort of a French, almost fleur-de-lis kind of look at the top. I'm really even enjoying the color of it. It has a little bit more of a blue tone to it when I got it home, but I really loved this piece. Then I noticed that there was a new cart at the back of the store that had not been unloaded yet, so I went over to take a look. Not a whole lot of stuff that interested me, but I did notice that here there was two little aluminum pieces. One was a little teapot or a coffee pot, and one was a shaker, I believe, and then totally missed that stoneware vase with the blue. It was beautiful. It's funny when you're shopping that your eyes zone in on something that you think is interesting and you completely miss the things around it. That blue vase would have been so pretty in my family room. And then I saw this gorgeous thing. This was $40 and it's an old trestle table from Singer, complete with the sewing machine. And if I would have had my truck with me, I didn't, I had my car, I definitely would have grabbed that and put it in because it was beautiful. I wasn't really on the hunt for any linens today, but I noticed this fabric sticking out and it turned out to be a beautiful pillowcase. No staining on it, nothing, a really nice zipper at the end. So I know it'll be washable. And because this one was so pretty, I decided to look through and see if there were any others. It was $2.99 and it gave me an idea that I think it's time to start refreshing some of my pillows in my home. Switching out your covers is the most inexpensive way to get a fresh new look. And finally, I took a look at the artwork and the frames, but nothing really caught my eye. That big mirror was beautiful, but I don't have a space for that in my home. Here's a quick look at all of the items that I purchased, and I even found a brand new tag still on it, light green fluffy vest that I'll be able to wear for the winter. I might even add some puffy sleeves to it and make it a full jacket. To see how I DIY some of these projects, head on over to DIYs at the Schwoven's Nest. Thank you so much for spending some of your time with me today. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, the like, and the notification bell because I'll have another video for you coming soon. Bye for now.